A lot of you has asked me what your game and especially camera settings in game is, and in today's video I decided to break down exactly how I set up my game and camera settings to help you get more responsive games in Rivals and Weekend League. Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. This is Bards here with a very different video for you guys today. As a lot of you guys asked me to show my game settings, and also the most important one which you asked me a lot of times to show my camera settings to you, and I share it in the comments with you guys. This time I decided to show you exactly how my game setting is so you can get the best output out of your gameplay, guys. So as you can see, you go to the settings and also you go to the game settings, and here I put my preset always on competitive so I can set it with ultimate, because the other things are not set for ultimate, so you want to make sure that you have always on competitive. Your shot assistant needs to be on assisted. It's very good for you guys to get that shot assistant. Don't put it on precision because you have to be very precise. It's good, but you need to be really accurate, and I guess with how the game is this year, you better to keep it on assisted, guys. Time finishing is one of the most important one, guys. Needs to be on. Basically, when you shoot and when the animation is happening, you need to make sure that you hit the shoot one more times to green shot it, and this is extremely important for you guys because this makes your chance of getting the ball into the net a lot more. And if you don't know how to use time finishing, I would definitely suggest you to practice this and learn how to do the time finishing, guys. For the passing, the true pass assistance, I keep it on semi. I want to make sure that I have some help with the long pass ball play style, which is extremely overpowered this year, and keeping it on semi helping you to get that true passes easily. Your long pass as well on semi, and your grand pass assistance, every year I keep this on semi, but this year because of how irresponsive the game is, I kept it on assisted to avoid making errors, especially with the way that a lot of opponents are pressing you up front. Cross assistant needs to be unassisted as well. I keep this unassisted because I don't use the crosses too much, but when I do it, I want to make sure that I can lock on the right player and I can get those opportunities in the best way possible, guys. Low pass assistant needs to be unassisted as well. Pass receiver lock, I keep it on late because this is the best way for you guys to keep it, so you can change your direction even last second before you send your pass, because this is the only way that you can have accurate passes, guys, and the other two options are not useful, guys. And then precision pass sensitivity, I keep it on normal. And when you go to the defending, clearance assistant needs to be directional. And also, this is another very important one, guys. Until last year, we all had the tactical defending. This year, advanced defending is here as well. So I want you to know that with having advanced defending, you can shoulder barge your opponent with pressing A. So this will give you a bonus opportunity to get the ball in two different ways, not only with sliding tackle, which is extremely dangerous with how irresponsive especially the game is in the next generation consoles. I play on Xbox Series X and I time to time face with this, and I do definitely recommend to keep it on advanced defending, guys. Pass block assistance needs to be on, and then when you go to switching, your auto switching always needs to be on air balls and loose balls, so you can make sure that you get the most perfect switching and you don't make a mistake. And then auto switching is not important because it's not an online feature, but right stick switching, I usually kept it on classic every year, and this year I'm keeping it on classic as well because it's the best option for me. Right stick switching preference, always keep it as player relative because it's easier to change your players with right stick based on your players to make your error margins less, because when you're defending you want to make sure that you're checking out your team, your players, and this is the best way to switch your players, guys. The right stick switching sensitivity, guys. So this is extremely important. I do keep this on basically 4, but I'm very good with right switch changing and I don't make errors. If you think that you are not as good, you can always keep it on 1 or 2. Slowly make your way up with practice to bring it to 4, which ultimately this is what you want to have, but I don't recommend, if you are not good at it, to keep it at 4. Keep it on 1 and 2 and practice, and you are gonna get a lot better to be able to move it to 4, guys. The next player switching, guys. So every year I keep this on classic, but this year it's different for me. I keep it on closest to the ball, because this year, especially with second man press being especially important, you can get a better result of switching with your L1 button or LB button, and it is extremely important to switch this to get better results, guys, and this is one of the most important changes. Player luck is another important one that needs to be on. I definitely recommend you to do it with holding R3 and L3, and if you don't know how to use this feature, make sure to go and practice it, because this is extremely important in this year for you guys. Icon switching is off. When you go to the dribbling, I always keep the orbit dribbling off, and then the keeper is not counted for online feature, and then automatic sprint is off, guys. Now let's move to the part that you guys always ask me question about, guys, and this is my camera settings. So as you can see, I keep my camera settings on tele. A lot of people are using tele broadcast as well. To me, tele is much better because it's higher up the pitch. I use radar, you have less of the pitch, but at the same time, because I use the radar a lot and I love to have the control over my players, it helps me to pass the ball a lot better and also perform a lot of better opportunities when I have the ball. And I keep the height on 18 and zoom on 0, the rest is on default, and power shot zoom is off as well, to make sure that you're not getting distracted when you're performing the power shot, guys. And one last setting, it's in your ultimate team setting, guys, matchmaking, which is extremely important, guys. As you see, my crossplay enabled is yes right now, because sometimes in Elite Division I am not able to find the opponents that just playing on Xbox, but for the food champs, always don't forget, guys, keep it on no, because it is extremely important to get a good gameplay, and this year the game is extremely irresponsive. And if you want to get the best results, if you want to win more games, make sure don't crossplay and just keep it in the way that you play with your same console, either in you are on PS5 or Xbox. This is extremely important for you guys, and especially facing the cheaters of the games with PC that sometimes came on my way as well, and I realized that I have to keep it always close, guys. This was everything for today's video, guys. This was a very different video, so I would love to know your comments about it. Please don't forget to subscribe and like my content if you enjoy, and I will see you in my next videos. Peace a deuce.